Hello and welcome back to Arsenal Domination. It's been a few days since I did a video. I think that's been deliberate on my part. There hasn't been a great deal happening since the Newcastle defeat. There's been a couple of bits on injuries though, and I think that will lead to sort of today's topic is what do Arsenal do going forward? Let's just start with the good news, which is Ben White is back in training. I think that's good news from the point of view of him. Obviously, he's a really good player, but particularly Jurriën Timber, who's played really, really well, but has had a significant workload. And I think coming off the back of an ACL injury last year, that is a concern. But it's attack where the issues continue. Arsenal obviously left themselves light in January. I said at the time that was a mistake, given the existing injuries to Saka and Jesus and the workload the forwards had already been through. And I thought that January was a time for Arsenal to break their own rules. Not financial fair play rules. I think that was a factor and a limiting factor on who they could necessarily bring in January, but a factor nonetheless. But actually, just in terms of what they did going forward, you can see my videos on that if you're interested in more on that. But the injury to Martinelli now is at least a month. There's rumours that Bukayo Saka might be back early. I don't put too much store by them. I don't go for the conspiracy theory that this is just out there as fake news just to appease Arsenal fans, because I just don't believe that's true. But I think the timing of an update on injury was, of course, PR related. And you'd expect any club to sort of do that sort of thing. But I don't think it was fake news. What I would say is that with injuries, you can never determine how long recovery is going to take. Different injuries heal in different ways, different people heal in different ways, and that's why I never put too much store by the initial timeline or even this latest update. Bukayo Saka will be back when Bukayo Saka will be back, and Arsenal will have to find a way of dealing with his injury on top of Jesus and now Martinelli going forward. Some people have sort of talked about a formation change and going more defensive. 5 at the back sort of thing. I don't think Arteta will do that, but I'm not sure we should either. Arsenal are very ball dominant these days. We are very different from the last time we played 5 at back, which was when, of course, Arteta won his FA Cup. That's when we weren't quite such a good team. Teams were better than us, and we need to sort of mitigate that. Arsenal will continue with the sort of 4-3-3 that we've had, I'm pretty sure. And I think we arguably should do that. I think going more defensive plays into the hands of some of the other sides and doesn't play to Arsenal's, at least to Arsenal's strengths in some ways, because we're a defensive side. But I don't think that's the way Arsenal should go. We need to be more offensive, and I think when we're more aggressive, we are tending to find our results get better. So I think Arsenal are going to have to get by. I think they're going to have to use Raheem Sterling a bit more, and possibly Kieran Tierney going forward. But I expect Arsenal to continue with the 4-3-3 attacking. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.